throughout this entire one. I don't know what it sounds like on stream, but it sounds okay to me.
On stream,
yeah, you're all good on my end.
Spam. It sounds like complete ear spam on the stream for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, let's go into this next matchup here. So now we have Ajanba versus Diao here, and I think with the way that Ajanba was playing early on versus QMK, probably might not work the same way, versus Diao here, since Diao is able to be a bit more adaptable with that and kind of have a better sense of how to play through that consistent damage that Ajanba was setting on to QMK in the last series that we just saw. So what is something you think Ajanba was going to have to adjust to, or kind of have to think about a little bit differently, with a player like Diao as opposed to QMK?
Well, I think against Diao more so than QMK, he's probably going to go for less downstack combo heavy strategies. Like, he's probably going to go more the back-to-back route, just to try to pressure Diao into a certain situation that is more favorable to him. Like, one of the most interesting things about both of these players is that they play very similar. One observation that Whip Emerald made, for example, at one point he did face Diao in a 1v1 before, and one observation he made is that the timing that Diao employs is very reminiscent of the timing that Ajanba employs against his opponent as well. His spatial awareness, when to do certain things, both of them have that polished really well. Nice little 4-wide by Ajanba there. Doesn't really do much to Diao, but I do think that's probably going to be his main strategy against Diao as well. Against players that he's not able to kill with any conventional methods like back-to-backs and pressuring them with downstack combos, like a full screen spike up the 4-wide is usually the death blow in these cases, and he's going to be trying to build towards these kind of situations, I imagine.
Yeah, and you can see here too that it's getting even to a lot more difficult here for Ajanba to kind of play in that same sense that he did in the previous matchup. And yeah, you see right now this closed off completely. The well is closed off completely.
Maybe Ajanba needs a breather. Okay, I wonder if he's able to get out of this. Nope. Okay, full screen spike does not work out so well with Ajanba's counter. Yeah, unfortunate misdrop there, but yeah, I think that's kind of going to be the theme. Ajanba's going to try 4-wide at one point. May or may not work depending on the timing of it. Additionally, Ajanba's misdrops is probably going to come in and mess a lot of things up for him, I think, in this particular matchup. Diao looking really clean so far, pressuring or out-pressuring Ajanba in a number of different situations and spots, so he's going to have to play a little more carefully, I think, Ajanba. Yeah, Ajanba's misdropping even some of his T-spin double setups, so losing a bit of efficiency there, losing a bit of the spacing and the positioning.
Yeah, so it seems, sorry, my neck is still messing with my my voice here for some reason, but yeah, as you just mentioned, it's going to be a lot more trickier here for Ajanba to actually set up the same thing that he did.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Ajanba being sneaky as always. Another mid-game 4-wide. Doesn't really work out to be a full screen. He's going for it again though. Okay, another misdrop, and this isn't going to be a full screen spike. Is it going to be enough to top out Diao? I don't think so. Diao has the way out, but chooses to opt for, oh no, oh my god. Okay, his decision to go for that T-spin double might cost him a lot here. He could have been so safe. Now his board looks so jank. Oh man. Yeah, questionable decision there at the top to go for the T-spin double when he had the path cleared out, because he actually obstructed his path out by doing that.
Yeah, so either way, you know, even from the start of that that whole setup still goes in the favor of Ajanba, but that was quite interesting to see here. So as far as this goes right now, you know, you just see even then too, Diao just doing a lot better job. Oh wait, another 4-wide setup. Let's see if this is going to be any effective. But Diao might also be setting up for a little 4-wide of himself. So just going to completely put that to rest. Kind of showing Ajanba he can play the same game as well and probably do it just a little bit better there, since you know he seems to be well, he was seeming to be pressuring a little bit better, but now Ajanba again with recovering to the same point. But as I was just gonna say, you know, for Diao here, you know, he's just able to just time a little bit better when he's gonna be able to strike here when after Ajanba's big pump outs of garbage here after his 4-wide setups.
This particular match is so weird. Like, both of them are so reluctant to send each other anything. Like, you should have seen them just like staring at each other in the middle of the match here. Like, they were doing nothing to each other, sending like emptiness. I think like they're both really afraid of the full screen spikes, especially since like they understand both of them have like insane APMs that they could send, but one wrong move, especially with like timing based players like these two, one wrong move and that means death. So they're kind of being cautious, being very picky and choosy about when they send. Okay, Diao has a full screen spike ready. Okay, it doesn't really do much, but back to the bottom.
Yeah, and here we are, just another hurry up garbage situation. So I mean, we think can probably take better advantage of this, you know, as we're, I mean, besides the huge spike there that Ajanba almost had on the screen, almost topping out. But you know, in a situation like this, when we both have
oh my god, yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh man.
Oh,
that full screen spike was disgusting by Ajanba. I think it was a PC and he was preparing for another one. I don't think he had the second one, but yeah, like, insane stuff by both of them.
Yeah, so
I guess... missed drop by Ajanba. Oh boy. This can be tough. He's blocking his hole a number of times. He's out. Okay, very nice. Little spike sent over to mess up Diao's board a little bit. Diao unfazed though, back to the bottom of the field. Okay, yep. Don't get ambitious here, Diao. He needs to get back to a point where he can survive the field. Okay, nice little spike there. Yeah, this is going to be a teeter-totter kind of matchup. Both of them are like developing their flow of the match really well. Okay, nice. Now opting to delete some of those lines that weren't really in his favor there. Skims through to the rest of his field a little bit. Okay, takes the 2 Tetrises. Ajanba needs to start digging.
Yeah, it seems like, well, if he didn't though, yeah, his walls would have been closed off, would have been an easy position here for Diao to take and probably get him in a top-up position. But yeah, do you think a lot of these matches right now, from how it's looking, like you just mentioned the teeter-totter, you think a lot of them can be set up for like hurry up garbage games where, you know, it'll take probably 5 to 6 minute matches? When does hurry up garbage actually start in Jstris? Like, when does that actually...
I think they go by the same kind of rules that Tetris Friends used to go by. So around the 2-minute mark is usually when hurry up garbage comes. But yeah, I mean, in that last game, Ajanba just like had a really good spike there to finish out the game. I think that the teeter-totter, you can kind of gauge like when it's gonna happen, when like both players are literally surviving everything. Like, even full screen spikes, that means like both players are just like in the flow, in the ib and ob of whatever this game is currently running on. Like, they got that like to the T, and when that happens, like, really it's an exciting thing to witness, because either player, it really depends on who messes up the flow first in their own game. typically like this is the zone when both players are like making the most optimal moves that they could, or at least like generally all their moves, all the decisions they're making are good ones. They're not stuck in any like continuation loops that aren't favorable to them. They know the right compromises. Good spikes on both sides too. Yeah, like this, we're in for a cage match here between these two.
Yeah, but it still seems like it's going in the favor here of Ajanba, even though these are like we were closer matches. It seems like probably spoke too soon. Diao was able to take that huge spike there. Ajanba probably getting a little bit too greedy towards the top of his board, but still though, Ajanba's in the lead so far with this series, so seems to be working out a little bit better for him. Just simply able to ever so slightly out pressure Diao here, but again, it's going to be too hard to tell at this point how the series is going to play out in the end. But there's
yeah, like I think like both players are playing well. I think the main issue here for Diao is just he's not finding the kill blows. He's not finding a way in against Ajanba to be able to close it out. Like that's the most important part. He's keeping up. Like both of them are keeping up with each other in all interactions. The only thing is like the spiking capacity, like when to go for certain kills. I think Diao's kind of having an issue like finding what that is exactly that's going to get him into the room with Ajanba. Okay, finally he's able to find something.
Nice little PC spike there to open up with, but still, again, with the with this little trend here and some of these PC spikes when they open up, not really going to be able to do as much damage, especially if you're going to have a player like Diao was able to downstack, or able to play through that so well. It's going to just, again, like we talked about earlier, give your opponent just that much more ability to out pressure, from those that huge initial wall of garbage. So again, at this point, I don't think they can do so well in trying to opt in for a PC to open up with, unless they can have some crazy follow-up or continuation from that. But still, yeah, just from the way they're playing, probably not the most optimized sort of setup to go for, when you're playing here in the early game. So yeah, this is, again, not much to go from here. Again, from the way this match is working out so well, both controlling their own pacing pretty well. It doesn't seem to be, again, one-sided, and you see like Diao is already 3-4 with the series against Ajanba. So yeah, this is just going to be, as you said, one of those cage matches. And
yeah, it's looking well. Okay, it was initially looking pretty even between the two. It honestly still is, but one of the differences that I'm kind of noticing between the two and how they're approaching it is like Diao is kind of choosing the path of non-aggression. He's like playing it like Gandhi right now. Not really going for he's not really going for any aggressive builds until like he knows he can kill. Even like when he thinks that he knows he can kill, he doesn't really commit to it until like it's a legit full screen spike like we saw at the end there. But yeah, Ajanba kind of choosing a more aggressive kind of approach to the game. I think like that's giving him the potential to set the pacing of this game, but Diao able to find his pacing in the last one.
Yeah, so again, he's just gonna have to come back to that timing here from Diao, and when he can actually pull the trigger, because again, he's not gonna be able to really match the same level as he did in the first few games. He was trying to just, I think, simply match the same level of aggression against Ajanba, but now
Ajanba.
Such
a weird build by Ajanba. Oh my god. Well, that's what you get, I guess. Wow,
It
that's
seems like, yeah.
that I didn't see what that kind of spike was on Dao's side, but yeah, like the way that Ajanba prepared that was it wasn't good. It wasn't a
So
very good build to go
what
for.
just happened there was Diao just kind of apply the same sort of forward setup. I kind of
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, that might have been why like it was looking kind of jank on Ajanba's side. Maybe like he wasn't quite ready for it, but he knew he needed a counter for what was coming. But yeah,
But
just
actually,
just couldn't deliver in time, I guess.
it kind of looked a little bit more like from a full wide into a double. But yeah, I mean, still same effect that you.
Yeah, that's not what you want. There's not a whole lot of follow-ups past a certain point with a 4 wide into a double. Kind of want to have that shape maintained throughout the entire thing. Otherwise, you're not going to get that kill blow, and your opponent will be wary of what you're doing after that point, which is not what you want. You don't want your opponent watching out for things, especially if you're going to be playing the kind of style these two play. Timing-based style is like one of the most difficult to maintain consistency in.
Little like that quick little pop up there with their stats. Didn't really see that, but all right. But yeah, so not really much is and has changed between this match besides Diao just now taking a little bit slight control in the series. As you see here, 5-4, but still very much of that similar story right now. Just if Diao can kind of take advantage of
this drop by Ajanba. This is huge. Oh my god.
Can he recover from it? Oh, it seems like it's not going to be there.
Yeah, he blocked his exit out. But yeah, that was really tough. Well, I don't know. It's either fortunate or unfortunate depending on like your own interpretation of it. But yeah, like it's gotten to the point where like both of these are so in tune with each other that it's really like who can get the better spike at the right time, or it's about like who misdrops first.
Yeah, and also I mean one thing that Diao can probably take into consideration now, just he's been able to take the majority of these last few matches here to his to actually win. So it seems like Diao can
TSD opportunity from a misdrop. Oh my god, Ajanba with all the misdrops right now, able to get through, should be fine. Yep, back to the bottom. He's gonna have to find a way to top out Diao in this spot because Diao looking kind of rough at the top, has some garbage to dig through. Okay, nice. All right, he's out. Still getting really pressured though. Okay, that was a little inopportune.
Well, that was I mean, he is having a nice recovery here. Let's kind of see if he can reverse that pressure onto Ajanba. So Ajanba still has him, in the baseline of pressure. He has like more of just of a comfortable and optimal playing field. But now it seems like Diao looking to reverse.
I think they're pretty even right now. To be honest, neither of them really in trouble. Yeah.
At that one point in time, I mean.
Yeah, like it's really tough to gauge whether or not somebody is in trouble, even from the top of the field. That might actually be to their advantage. I think like Diao especially. Well, both these players are really good at those full screen spikes. Diao, I think, maybe a little more talented in that respect. Okay, that was a nice. I think like it was a 5 combo from a TSD opening. Okay, nice. He has Ajanba's board cheesed up a little bit, but Ajanba's already cleared through all of it. This is another one of those hurry-up matches.
Dear God.
Gonna be who's gonna get that better spike the fastest. Oh man, unfortunate garbage holes there, and the piece sequence that the pieces came and didn't really work for Ajanba quickly enough to open up the field there. Okay, yep. Some nice back-to-backs coming in from Ajanba. more of that kind of teeter-totter. Yeah, both of these guys playing really on point. Oh, okay, Diao. All right, nice conversion. Takes the T-spin double still. Oh, okay. I think he might have this one. Ajanba got a bunch of misdrops. Okay.
And also, yeah, I just saw his misdrops, just not really being able to open up his, you know, his opportunity, open up those wells to actually down stack through. So
yeah, Ajanba's looking like he's slowly opening up a little bit. He's well, Diao in particular, kind of playing really solidly right now. Ajanba hasn't really been able to find a rebuttal in a little while now. Okay, slight misdrop there by Ajanba. He's going to be able to get out of this.
Yeah, and one thing too, you know, you see, and with Diao getting more comfortable in the series, obviously, and for you kind of see a little bit of his setups and his combos change a little bit more. You see him just being a lot more versatile with, you know, what's going down in his you know, in the way he's structuring his board right now. So that's also something very interesting. You kind of see.
Yeah, that is very true. Actually, I do think Diao is just playing certain spots a little more optimally than Ajanba. Like Ajanba there, we kind of saw like he's going for certain things that don't really work in some spots. He's living through them all fine, but this might actually be trouble for him. Okay, gets some really lucky garbage there after his 4 wide's done. Typically, like what I think we have seen when it doesn't really work out is just like Ajanba getting toppled over by the pressure sent by Diao trying to counter the 4 wide in the first place. Bad garbage holes, and then like he just gets toppled over by the pressure, either from a misdrop that he made or just like ran out of room. Oh, okay, another misdrop there by Ajanba. I think he might lose this. He's gonna have to make some compromises to get out of this. Okay, very nice. He's still very much in the game, setting up another center 4 wide.
Might be dangerous here for the hurry-up garbage unless... Oh, Dao's gonna do the same thing here.
Oh, man. Okay, this is gonna be huge.
Take a look, and Dao's gonna close it out, put himself now in match point.
Yeah,
Dear
okay.
God.
So I think Ajanba's getting really desperate here for the win because, like, that was not a very good times 4 wide. He couldn't get the full screen spike out. Diao was completely ready for what was coming, and yeah, like he put himself in a bad spot there to receive the 4 wide himself from Diao. So yeah, just poorly timed 4 wide, not really having an answer, using that in the wrong situations, setting himself up for the L, really.
But yeah, still, I mean...
Oh god, this... Okay. Was a slight misdrop there, could have cost him, but Diao didn't have anything to send over. Still looking fine for both players, nothing really too dangerous here for either of them. Diao especially has a really nice field for spiking right now.
Yeah, looks like, you know, he's just, you know, as we talked about earlier, just trying to set a playing field where it's just more optimized to counter with that downstruck pressure. You know, once the huge walls of garbage open up, it seems like Ajanba's garbage here isn't a bit too clean, but still, I mean, now he's just going to be able to come back and recover from that. But yeah, so Diao though still 9-4, so I mean he can use that momentum still. He's been really...
Yeah, Diao in a lot of trouble right now. Okay, he's able to open up his field, but okay, good thing he didn't go for the T-spin double setup there, opts for the skim instead. Able to weather that situation all fine. Still in a really good spot, actually, like looking at his field. This is a full screen spike sending over to Ajanba right now. Ajanba needs to dig now. And they're back to even.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like both these guys playing really on point right now. This is still anyone's game, but Ajanba doesn't have the flexibility of being able to take another L here. Okay, he's able to get another one on the board. It's now 5-9 for Diao.
Yeah, but it seems like, you know, with this hurry, like when it comes down to the like the last bit of the match, when the hurry up garbage starts to come in.
Oh no, this is so bad. This is so very bad.
Never mind. Diao now
misdrop by Ajanba. He got way too ambitious there. Oh, really unfortunate for that to happen and end that way. But yeah, just like a complete misgauge and a misdrop in that moment too.
Yeah, just